What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to episode 96 of the show. The phone number is 512-766-4646. You can call or text that number to participate in the show. The VIPs this week are Steven Ferreira, Mike Sucks Donkey Balls, Sean the Girling, that's right, that's what I said, and I'm adding it officially. Big Daddy Pelly is the final VIP. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to them all. Billy, my co-host, my lovely co-host, is here today with me. It's so great to see his beautiful face. Billy, are you staying cool out there? It's a hot one, I hear.
I'm trying my hardest. What a lovely introduction, Blake. And unfortunately, despite all of my tests in the beginning, something is really fucked up with my audio. So you keep on going and we'll see what ends up getting used from what we have. But I'm going to listen back to what, I mean, if you could see the waveforms right now, it looks bad. It looks like bad things.
You can just get it going and I can cut it in whenever you get it back because I have audio on my end of you too. We got one voicemail today. Let's start off with that.
Yeah, please. Our voicemail on today's episode. Unfortunately, our attempt at predicting the news didn't work out. Mitch McConnell still drags his clawed hoofs out of bed every morning.
Right. I know. It was very disappointing. I was waiting all day. I know I messaged you and said, dude, we're running out of time for this to happen.
The clock is ticking on this man dropping dead.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. I don't know what happened. Man, I feel like we lost someone else instead.
Yeah, well, we lost we lost Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, that's who it was. We lost Pee Wee Herman on that day.
Pee Wee Herman.
But also, very recently, Sinead O'Connor died.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor died a little bit before that. And Angus Cloud, very sad death on the same day as Pee Wee Herman. I don't watch Euphoria, but that story is tragic.
Yeah, that is very, very sad.
Very
I heard
tragic.
A little bit about that.
Yeah. Just to start us off on the somberest note possible, I think he's like our age.
Yeah. That's very sad.
The thing that really stood out to me as being tragic is by the time all the things he has filmed are released, I think like half of his filmography will be posthumous because he had just started his career. So sad.
So fucking crazy.
Yeah. Why wasn't it Mitch?
I know, for real. Why wasn't it
the clips we could have gotten from him dying, man? The clips we could have gotten.
We would have went viral. So this is what we should do. Just to increase our chances of this happening, we have to do it every week.
We have to predict he's dying every week, yeah.
Yep. Right, honestly, because, if we stay on the same thing, we're more likely to get it. If we switch it up every week, dude, how mad are we going to be when he does actually die?
Right.
We'll be like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
All right, can we listen to this voicemail now, Billy?
Oh, don't fucking put the blame on me because I'm over here trying to enjoy catching up with my good friend. All right?
It's supposed to be part of the intro, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows anymore?
Let's hear it.
Who knows anymore?
Let's hear it.
The other night, I was walking down the street and I saw 3 women walking the other way. I said, hey, you 3 women, why are you walking that way? There's nothing down there. And then they flew away. I was like, oh, shit, that was just some birds.
Horrendous.
No, that was
Terrible.
That was one of our better voicemails we've ever received, I think. That was, in many ways, the perfect joke.
Oh, my God. I don't know what the voice was. At first, it sounded like someone from Louisiana, but now at other points, it sounded like Obama. So I have no idea what to make of
What it sounded like to me was like we've been driving through the Great Plains all day, radio static, couldn't find a station, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, a crisp voice appears in the static, and it's one of those child preacher radio stations where they're just preaching for 10 hours a day. And they're always affecting that sort of adult voice, that very adult voice that it's not always, but that some of the child preachers put on.
Yes.
I was just waiting for the 3 women to be, like sin, gluttony, lust, or, you know what I mean? Like to be some sort of proverb.
maybe there is some sort of undertone of that, you know?
Yeah.
Some sort of symbolism
Maybe.
built into this poem.
Maybe. His poem.
I did enjoy how the voice changed up a little bit, because you're right. It was very like Southern preachery, and then but at other points, I swear to God, it was like this is just Obama.
I felt a taste of Obama. I felt a taste of Obama in there for sure.
Just here and there, I feel like he slipped into it and then slipped out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Wouldn't that be great to slip in and out of Obama?
Dude, yeah, it really, really, really would be. Hey, shouts out to Obama. We know you're listening.
Shouts out to Barack.
I met him one time through my buddy Bruce.
So I'd love to hear more about that because I have my own meeting Obama story as well.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, okay, so me and Bruce were just jamming. For the listeners, Bruce Springsteen, you can Google him. We were just jamming one time, and I guess he used to have like a lot of cool hits or whatever. So it was pretty cool. We were jamming a little bit. He was actually really, really impressed by my Will Kilmore songs.
Yeah.
So he started jamming with us, and he's like, "Oh man, Blake, can I be in your band, man?" And I said, "No, dude, we're a 4-piece.
Yeah.
Will Kilmore's a 4-piece. Like we don't."
He doesn't really
what are you
fit the
talking about,
vibe
dude?
either. He doesn't really fit the vibe.
I just met him, but anyways, cool guy overall. Knew Obama, dude. He had a podcast with Obama,
That's so whack. That's so crazy.
and we're not part of Obama's like global message right now. We're not part of his. We're not. You know, he can't do this show with us. Is what I'm trying to get at.
He's not. It doesn't fit his brand.
Exactly. It's not. It doesn't fit his.
We
brand
don't fit
at all.
Obama's brand. That's the only reason he's not on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And Bruce was going to be on the show, but now he's just like he kind of became uninterested after I kind of broke the news to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable. Actually,
Me and
Is it,
me and my friends have a bit that we do where it's called asking Bruce Springsteen for directions, and that it's you ask him like, Bruce, do you know where I can find like that corner store that has the snacks that we like? Well, first you take a ride on the 7th Street, then you walk on down the boulevard. You find a little old lady who's passing out peanuts, and you ask her, where do I go? You know, that sort of. I don't even have a great Bruce Springsteen. My friends have a better one, but I love that bit of first you go down to the railroad tracks, and then you follow them down to the river's bend.
no, he loves being impersonated.
I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got such a distinct sound. Do you ever hanging out with him? You're just like, Bruce, you're the man. You're the man, dude. And he's like, I know.
Well, like I said, I had to look up some of his stuff.
Right.
But after I did, I was like, okay, respect. Like it's pretty cool. He's got some cool stuff. It's not really my thing. He gets.
I
that.
think Bruce Springsteen should be locked in a room and forced to make a Born in the USA for every legally recognized country by the global nations committees. Like, born in Pakistan, born in Croatia, born in island joint owned by Canada and the United States, so I have dual citizenship.
Born on Little St. James.
Oh, that's the one. Born on Little St. James. Born on Little St. James. Not gonna go nowhere else. Born on Little St. James. That's probably one of the worst fates I could ever imagine, being born on Little St. James.
Dude, right? Imagine the fucked up circumstances that would have had to lead to that.
Yeah, I don't even want to. Yeah, so
Unless you were one of the rich folks. I guess.
yeah, I'm sure. I mean, unless
In which
like,
case you might just be on some sort of sick vacation.
yeah, your parents just went for the grossest home birth imaginable. I actually have a question for you. Speaking of home births, because it might have been mentioned before, but it's not like people keep a fucking lexicon of the things we, or a Bible of the things we've said. You were birthed. You were born at home. Now,
Yes, I
when
was.
I found out as a young boy that people did that, I was extremely confused, And I remember the question that I asked was, are you allowed to do that? I thought you had to give birth in a hospital. Did you have a reverse thought process when you found out or when you first heard that people were born in hospitals? Were you like, was something wrong that they had to go to a hospital? Or do you just not really think about it?
Well, I thought that being born at home was way more common.
Oh, okay.
Because my parents had explained it to me like, some people get born at home.
Yeah.
A lot of people get born in the hospital.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but then when I started to actually talk to people about it, it's like, oh, actually, it's very uncommon to be born at home.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less, now, because it's like people have a lot of information. You can,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I do. No, I hear what you're saying because I feel like there's been a slight uptick in like midwife availability. Maybe like just people have access to more options. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And then back in the day, it was crazy to be born in a hospital.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You were only born at home.
Not that long ago. Relatively, like
Right.
not long ago at all, which is so nuts.
Right. So like, it's just like how things come in and out of being cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, being born in a hospital is like it's like at like peak cringe, and now it's gonna be becoming not cool. It's becoming not cool. People are gonna start having home births, like hipsters, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's just like yeah, my kid was born.
God,
at home.
how fucked up would it be if something were to go wrong and you're like in the process of trying to decide if you need to abort the home birth? Well, abort is a crazy word. Not abort.
Right, yes.
I don't mean abort the baby. I mean, because it's too
mean
late.
go to a hospital?
But go to a hospital. Like that thought process must be so fucked. Although you've got, like, the midwives are experts. So it's like, if that were to happen, they
Right.
would just tell you right away, like, hey, we have to go to a hospital.
We gotta get a midwife on the show.
Hey, I would do that at ASAP. I will look into that if you want. Let's do that.
Why do I feel like? Oh, probably from Tinder.
Well, you definitely
hit her up.
know a
I can't
midwife.
hit her up,
I
dude.
don't know any midwives offhand. I would easily believe you do.
No, I think maybe I was talking to this girl from Tinder or something who is like a nurse or whatever, and she like specializes in like pregnant women.
That
or
makes
whatever.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a. I was gonna say the wrong doctor because I thought it'd be funny, but then I've decided that actually I was gonna say she's an optometrist, right? But I was like, no, people will just think I'm dumb.
Dude, I went to go get my eyes checked last time, like maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And every single person in the office was drop dead gorgeous.
God, that's awesome.
All the women
Especially
who
if
worked there.
they're making
It
your
was
eyes
insane.
work better.
It was
That's
insane.
That's like imagine you go in and you've got a cataract or you've just got like an astigmatism and you're so fucked up that you can't see straight, and then they fucking fix you and the first thing you see is the angelic doctors that are just drop dead tens.
Right, dude? Oh my god, it was insane. It was like walking into like some sort of strange optical heaven.
So maybe midwife for episode 100. That's like just enough time to actually make it happen, and it does seem special enough. Honestly, we shouldn't put this in the episode.
Maybe I deliver a fake baby.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yes.
and she shows us how it's done on me, like she demonstrates.
That's fucking perfect. That'd be perfect. Let's not put this in the episode because I think we could actually try and do that.
No, I think it's okay if we talk about it and leave it, and it gives people something to look.
You're
forward
right.
to.
You're
And
right,
if
Blake.
they really want it, then they should leave a comment and let us
You're-
know. It's like, yeah, that is something that we think would be funny.
You're absolutely right, Blake. And let's do it regardless of what these dumb idiots think in the comments section. We don't do it for them. We do it for us. We do it for you and me. I always feel bad making fun of the audience because it's comprised of my dearest and nearest and some of our closest friends.
Well, I've shit on every single phone call that we've ever received, and I beg people to call.
Did this caller's name rhyme with did it rhyme with a thing that you would eat cereal out of?
So there is no name attached to this.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I assumed it had
I
been
have no
cut
idea who
off or
this
something.
is.
Interesting. I thought I recognized the voice as being someone we know who lives in not far from our nation's capital. That's who I thought it was.
No. Oh no, it was not Cole. It was not Cole.
Okay. That makes it more interesting to me. So I didn't actually meet Obama. Not like you, where you were so close with Bruce and he introduced you. But I in the 2008 campaign trail, I attended a rally My godfather, Paran, Big Ray, my main man, he got me on a bus. He was doing it. He was part of like the Democratic Council or whatever for the town, Democratic Committee. And they had arranged a trip to go to one of Obama's rallies. And so I didn't actually meet him, but I saw him and I saw his speech, and I was there the whole time, and there were people there who had met him. Not met him, but had been at the front and he had shook their hands and the such. So I was actually really into this children's book at the time about a kid who, it was called like shook the hand that shook the hand of Abraham Lincoln. It was called something like that. And it was like about a guy who had like just missed on the battlefield. Like Abraham Lincoln had come by afterwards and he was shaking hands and the guy had just missed him. So he shook one of his friend's hands that had shook Abe Lincoln's hands, and then he had passed that down to his grandchild. So I was actually pretty satisfied, maybe even more satisfied than I would have been by shaking Obama's hand, by shaking the hand of someone who had shook Obama's hand. Not to get all convoluted, but I remember that's the closest I got was I shook Dr. Campbell's hand. That was the woman's name. And
You were 2 hands
I was
away?
2 hands. Well, I guess like the second hand was Obama's, but I was 2 hands away. Yeah. So it was like there was my hand to Dr. Campbell's hand, Dr. Campbell's hand to Obama's hand. She was a funny lady. She was the last person we picked up on the bus. So the bus had filled up, and she was an older black woman, and she walked on the bus. She looked down at the very end was her seat, and she went, "Oh, I get it. And then walked to the back of the bus. And people were dying laughing. People were dying. It was so funny. It had to be explained to me. I was sitting there laughing like I knew what was going on. You know when you're a kid and everyone's laughing, so you're just like, yeah, I love laughing. Yeah. And then it had to be explained to me. But we were at the back of the bus. We were like the second to last people to be picked up. So she came and sat next to us. And that was the first time... I think that was the first time I met a doctor who wasn't like my medical doctor. And so I like was understanding for the first time that people got doctorates in anything. Not anything, but in other things.
Oh yeah, dude, you can be a doctor of all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah, well, when you're like whatever year old I was, like 8, that blows your mind.
Yo, absolutely. Absolutely, you can be like a doctor of English.
I just drank. It's crazy what we do to ourselves, man. I just drank like over half of my daily sugar intake in my morning coffee, and this isn't even coffee. It's like caramel sugar drink.
I drink so much coffee that I sweat profusely.
Yeah, me too.
And
me too.
Yeah, and I have anxiety.
Me too.
Oh my god, it's bad, but I love it so much, dude. I love tweaking out on coffee.
Yeah, me too. Even last, because I close a coffee shop, so I'll work at a coffee shop till midnight, 12:30.
Right.
And
seriously,
I am drinking coffee right up until midnight at crazy quantities. Some nights. Last night I was trying to be good, and then at like 9:30 at night, I just slapped a bunch of espresso over ice into me, and I was like, okay, now I can shake all night. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. My coworkers always tell me like, Blake, how much caffeine did you have today?
I used to do something fucked when I worked at a coffee shop in high school, where if I was like dead on my feet, tired, like genuinely so tired I could barely think, I would get a double shot of espresso in a small cup, and then fill the rest with Monster, and then slam the whole thing like a shot.
Holy shit.
And the people I worked with would legitimately... I mean, you're in high school. Nothing can kill you. You know what I mean? You feel like a god.
That's true. Hey, if you're in high school
right
now,
just that's
you're literally invincible. Nothing can kill you.
You are electricity incarnate. There is nothing on this planet that can stop you. But that's how you feel, man. For real.
That is how you feel.
That's how you feel. Yeah. I read online, this is completely true. I looked up what the physical limit of espresso was in the human body. Like how many shots would kill you. And online claimed, the first Google result claimed that 14 espresso shots could cause a heart attack. And so I would go into work and drink 13. And I would think I was so badass that I was like riding the limit of the human body.
Yeah, you probably have the heart of like a 60-year-old.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it actually has that bad long-term effects on you, though. I think that you're kind of fine with it's pretty safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, caffeine...
You can't overdose on it.
Right.
Dave Grohl did it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was taking...
Classic example.
I was eating those, like, caffeine pills that truck drivers eat in high school.
No dose.
Yeah,
I would too.
yeah. I was big on caffeine because I don't love energy drinks, and there was a period of time where I was drinking them and I didn't want to anymore, but I didn't want to stop taking in as much caffeine, so I would just buy the no dose, and then just fucking slam them back.
When I was working at Electric Lady,
Yeah,
I didn't really have time to be sipping coffee all the time, but I would just like be so dead tired. I would work like 16-hour shifts sometimes.
yeah,
And like nonstop. So what I would do is I'd go to the store, and I was so broke, dude. I was living on $100 a week. So that was like groceries, food, transportation, weed, whatever I needed,
Yeah.
you know. So I'd go to like the bargain store, and I'd buy instant coffee packets.
Yep.
For six for 99 cents.
Yep.
And I would put.
Is it like the tubes? Is it like the tubes?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a Crystal Light.
Yep.
packet.
No, yeah, I know exactly
And
what
you
you
can
mean.
basically put half the water you're supposed to or less, and you make like a sludge
Yep.
out of it. You get it all dissolved, and you just take it back, dude, just like super concentrated. Oh my god, it tasted so bad. It tastes like mud.
That sounds
it's disgusting.
awful. That sounds
But dude,
awful.
holy shit, was I?
Yeah, you were up. Bing! You were on 10. Bing! You were on 10.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Well, dude, there was this one time I had to carry Stevie Wonder's piano downstairs with this girl, and dude, I felt like my back was gonna snap, but it doesn't. It literally doesn't matter. Like my back is less important than Stevie Wonder's piano.
It is
objectively.
It is objectively
literally
less
is, like-
important. Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, dude, I might die doing this, and that's just how it has to be.
That is so funny.
I stayed up like 16 hours loading Beck in and out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even for like a song. It was for like a MasterCard commercial or something.
Hey, can I actually?
It was so bullshit.
I know this is probably a dumb thing to bring up, but I think because it's so out of nowhere, but it will connect. I've been watching a lot of King of Queens lately. You remember
Okay,
King of
nice.
Queens?
Of course.
It is maybe a perfect show. The more I watch it, the more I realize like it might have been the perfect show. It is so funny. And there was a joke on it last night when I was watching, or maybe 2 nights ago, but that doesn't matter. It's not even worth bringing up. But there was a joke where Patton Oswalt's character comes into the barbecue they're having, and he goes, "Hey guys, I was listening to a lot of Beck last night. Made me crazy. So I put chocolate chips in the macaroons." And it was one of my favorite.
What?
It was honestly like the voicemail joke that we just heard. It
Right.
made no sense, but that's what made it work. It genuine, and also Patton Oswalt can sell it because he's an all-time performer.
I love Patton Oswalt,
He's
dude.
great.
He's
He's
amazing.
so great.
But yeah, Leah Remini was a Scientologist.
Leah Remini,
currently is a Scientologist.
Yeah, Scientologist. Yeah, Beck, current Scientologist right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep into. I feel for some of the celebrities that we like know are Scientologists because I don't know anything about their lives, and I think it's very possible that they might have just taken some classes, hung out there for a little while, and now for the rest of their life they're labeled Scientologist. But it's equally as likely that Beck is a straight up Scientologist.
Right, yeah. It's tough to say. And honestly, I'm not going to look into
No,
it.
I won't. I'll just judge him. I'll just judge him
Yes,
ignorantly.
Right? That's what we do.
I'll do what
We're
America's
podcasters,
built
Billy.
on. And I will judge him ignorantly. No, that's not funny. America has its flaws.
The second you make it to the top, everyone's just thinking about how they're going to tear you down.
Bro, I'm still laughing at Born in Little St. James. Born on Little St. James. Let me hear you now. Born on Little St. James. I'm imagining a crowd of hundreds of thousands all in love with the man singing it. I should dig into Bruce Springsteen because I never really understood Jersey culture or him my entire life growing up.
You know who should buy Little St. James? I know it's something we've talked about so much.
Who? Yeah, well, Little St. James is like if we did a pie chart or a word scramble of all the things we've ever said on the show,
It'd be big.
Little St. James would be pretty big. Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy Buffett.
Oh.
Has to buy Little St. James.
I turn it into a Margaritaville.
Exactly, an island, a Margaritaville island.
That's honestly one of the only ways you could scrub the dark history from that place. Genuinely.
Right.
Like if he bought that and turned it into an island Margaritaville, I would go.
Totally change the name.
Stilts.
Maybe
people on stilts.
You donate some of the profits to sex traffickers.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to. I mean, to people who stop.
I know
sex
what you mean.
traffickers.
Don't worry, Blake. I know what you mean. That's what they were doing before, is donating all their profits to sex traffickers.
Right.
I read a crazy story yesterday about a woman who escaped a serial killer.
Oh my God, is this about the beach killer?
No, I don't know what that is.
Hold on, dude. I gotta look this up real quick.
Yeah, I'm interested in the beach killer, for sure.
The Gilgo Beach murders.
No, I didn't.
Dude, so this guy,
Didn't hear anything.
he was
about
just a
this.
dad.
Ooh,
He was just like a normal dad, dude. And then like, all of a sudden, his wife and kids are now like, holy shit, our dad is a serial killer.
that's crazy.
It's wild.
That is fucking nuts. That's like the BTK killer.
He basically he would just like go to the beach, and I think he would drown people.
What? On the beach?
His name's Rex.
You haven't
The
seen
evidence
You haven't seen Barbie yet, right?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
keep going. I was just gonna make a Barbie reference, but there's no point. This is the story I saw. I just sent it to you. We can look at it after. The one I saw was about a woman escaped like a cinder block cell that this guy had built in his basement. Just like a concrete box that he was keeping her in. And she like bent the door off the hinges or whatever, crawled through the bend that she made, stole his gun from his car and ran away. Fucking crazy. You have this look on what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you just had this look on your face like either you were discovering that the beach serial killer. Sorry, we've got some real dead air here. I just got attacked with some coughing fits. You've got this look on your face like you just discovered the beach killer is either a fake story or under your bed right now. Like you look fully stopped in your tracks by what you're reading.
So, dude, holy shit. So I can't imagine being chained up in a basement, bro. I would go crazy. I'd go Stockholm syndrome.
I don't think either of us would be strong enough to escape that. Just knowing our personal characters and our resolve. I think both of us would die in that box. But women, man, women are a different fucking breed. They can just like shout out to that woman. What a fucking
shout out to the broads. Hey, shouts out to the
born
broads.
on Little St. James. Born on Little St. James. Let me hear you now. No, but genuinely, like, what an insane. It's like not only saving herself, but the countless other women or men or whatever that guy could have hurt. Like, good God.
Right.
The thing that really chills you to your core is in the article they're mentioning that the investigation is involving multiple states because he's resided in like over half a dozen states across the country over the years. So there could be other
classic serial killer shit.
Yeah, but where do they get the money? Where the fuck is that guy? Like, is he stealing people's money and killing them, or is he working at Home Depot every day and going home to his fucking murder basement? Like, what's going on?
Well, dude, you don't really hear about a lot of like poor people who do this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I think this is like American Psycho sort of shit where people get bored and they're like,
look at that basement though.
Animals.
That's not a fucking American Psycho basement. That's just like a normal. I mean, Ted Bundy lived in an apartment with a fucking old lady or whatever. I don't know if I don't know necessarily
All right,
that.
maybe my theory doesn't have legs.
Yeah, but I feel like the American Psycho thing is like a little more of a fantasy than the poor person. I like a lot of I don't know. It's like most serial killers have jobs. You know what I mean? It's like that's not like a surprise. It's like most of them have jobs, but I don't know. It just blows me away. I don't have enough time in the day to keep my desk clean. Never mind build an underground murder basement.
Right. Yeah.
Although I did see a lot of.
It does sound like a cool project though. like I can make a TikTok time lapse video of me. This is me making my murder basement.
I will say there are guys that if you need a testament to how cracked the male mind is, the first comments I saw on that cinder block murder basement thing were guys talking about the structural integrity of the walls that he had built and how the serial killer had no idea how to build walls. Just basically talking about how it looks like shit.
Oh, right, because he went straight up instead of
he didn't.
stagger
he didn't
them.
stagger. Yeah. And it was like that's what
Wow.
that's what everyone was talking about in the comment section of the news report I was reading. All these guys being like, "Yeah, no wonder she escaped. I bet she could have just pushed it over."
That's what I was about to say. I was like, well, of course she escaped. He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
He's kind of an
Yeah,
idiot.
it does seem that way.
Oh, dude, no, that is very fucked though. Very
Of course,
fucked.
yes, super
Lots of
fucked.
fucked things happening in the world. Some fucked articles this week. What would you do? Go back to the article that I thought you were talking about originally. What would you do if you found out that your dad was a serial killer?
I'd be like, "Where are you getting the time, man? I see you sitting around so often. When are you doing this? You know,
Well, maybe he doesn't go to work. Maybe he just
kills.
maybe his full-time job is killing.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what I would do. I would be disappointed for sure, to say the least. It would call into question every experience I've ever had. But also on some level, I think it would like paint him in a more complicated stroke, which might be interesting. Just the notion that like, oh, my dad is more than whatever I already knew about him. Like that's always a good experience. You know, you got to see the silver linings in these things when people's complicated natures come out. You want to understand, like, see their humanity in that. No, I don't know, bro. I would probably disown him or something. It depends on. I guess it depends on
Well, you wouldn't have to. The law has taken him away. In a sense.
I know, but I guess what I'm saying is just like. I don't know. I'm honestly calling into question if I would like go to the courthouse or visit him, you know? Yeah. I think I would because I have a very macabre sort of like curiosity. And I think him being my dad, he would probably, if the jig was up, he would probably talk to me about it. Which would then put me in a position where I probably, like I don't have fucking, maybe I would have to pass the bar. So that then my father and I could have attorney-client privilege, and I wouldn't have to be pressured into sharing anything that he told me.
So would you represent your own dad?
If I had passed the bar, absolutely. If I hadn't passed the bar, I would represent my own dad, yeah. If he just asked me to, if my dad was arrested on multiple accounts of serial killing, of murder, I would probably, and he came to me or called me and was like, Billy, I don't want one of these hokey public defenders. I don't want to pay all this money. I just want you to come in. I believe in you. I think that'd be the happiest I'd ever been in our relationship. I think that would be one of the most fulfilling things I'd ever heard.
I'm imagining a scenario where the prosecution rests for a moment and they go to you and your dad, right, to let you guys speak, and you have the floor, right?
Yeah.
And your dad calls you over and whispers in your ear, and you're like, and you just look up at the judge and like. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like he did it. Like
Your Honor, we request a bologna sandwich. How easily could we get a fried bologna sandwich in the courtroom? This proceeding will not continue until we have a couple fried bologna sandwiches.
And don't skimp on that bologna.
No, and
do not skimp on that
American
bologna.
cheese.
Get a nice crispy. Yeah,
American cheese if you have it. Yeah, I want that crisp
if you
ring.
don't caramelize.
Yeah. I want it to cup up and get the grease caught in there. Yeah.
Dude, that I've actually never tried and want to.
Fried bologna?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's
dude,
not.
I bet.
It's not really for me, but my dad and my brother eat fried bologna sandwiches all the time, and they love it. But they
I would love
they
that.
are
That sounds
good.
great.
They are really good. You crush some potato chips on there. That's like, mwah, that's a great sandwich. That's a great sandwich.
Oh shit!
Woo! I haven't eaten today, so now I'm feeling the tummy grumbles after we talked about all this serial killing.
I had what did I have? I had chicken nuggets and half of a muffin.
Bologna on Little St. James. I'm sorry, I'm stretching it out. I'm it's not funny anymore, and I'm still doing it. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to make it funny again. I'm failing.
Let's see what else happened this week, dude.
Nothing. Isn't that crazy? Imagine if the news came out was just like nothing. You read it all. You guys read everything. But that whole thing is crazy. All of the Kansas City serial killer stuff was crazy that came out a few months ago. I know they're still finding shit on that. That one was especially crazy because that was one of those classic cases like I think Dahmer, where who Dahmer was who I was thinking of earlier, lived in like a shitty little apartment with his grandma or whatever. But I think it was Dahmer had been like brought to the police, like someone had escaped him, and the police still didn't like do anything about it. The KC thing was kind of like that, where the women that were being victimized in their community were like constantly talking about this happening, and still nobody did anything until recently when they like saved a woman themselves or something. I don't remember all the details.
Yeah. I just sent you an article. I'm just gonna keep it on brand here.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a
Jesus Christ. He looks like the type, huh?
Yeah, he does. He really does.
Slap his face up there so people can see. Jesus Christ. I don't like reading the detail. I don't like seeing the suitcase, honestly. That's gross.
Honestly, yeah, dude. Frankly, that's a hideous suitcase, and I swear to God, if my remains were put in that, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, if I were, even remotely put in there, even had to put a foot in there, I'd be upset.
Dude, I want to be buried in Gucci luggage. Actually,
no coffin.
It's probably less expensive than a coffin. It's probably less expensive than a coffin. No.
Yes, it would. Well, let's.
Coffins are super expensive.
I'm gonna put my microphone down for a second.
You want to go coffin shopping?
Yeah, let's go coffin shopping right now. I'm gonna look up Gucci luggage. You look up coffin prices.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get on the official Gucci website.
All right. Well, I mean, Walmart has one for $1,400. It's like rose gold.
Oh, that's pretty good. Rose gold?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. It's pink. Oh man, is this a child's cat?
Oh, stop, bro, stop.
I didn't make it.
Is it? Don't tell me.
Hold on. What's the? 86 inches long.
No, that's well over 6 feet. That's like 7 feet.
Okay. All right, it is an adult casket. So, yeah, Walmart sells caskets. Looking like you can get it.
Okay, I mean, I've got a Gucci Savoy small duffel bag here, which would be a beautiful, beautiful final resting place, and it's $2,750. So that's like $1,300 more. I've also got this really nice mini Gucci canvas small duffel bag in green. That's $3,150. So now we're talking about already almost $2,000 more.
Billy, would you wear my remains if you had it like in a piece of jewelry?
I think I would wear your skin if you had like caught it, like, I don't know the process, but if you had dried it out into a scarf or something and it was comfortable and you slapped a Louis Vuitton logo on it, I would definitely wear it.
I was actually in the middle of writing my will. I can add this.
Yeah, leave the skin to me and then I'll just figure out the process.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that.
I would wear I would wear genuinely.
You have to dry it out, but you have to keep it stretched too.
Yeah,
because I think it will shrink.
It'll shrink up and harden into like a brittle toffee.
Yeah,
and then I'll just have to chew on it.
It will become jerky.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I just knocked something over. Would you? I would wear your teeth or something. I think.
Oh, that's like my worst feature, dude.
Well, your teeth, but I'm just talking in general, like something, I guess you would.
I mean, yeah. If we had a friend pass and they wanted to give me their bottom teeth, dude, I'd take them.
Yeah, I would take them. Wear them on a necklace or something like that.
Yeah, Sean Gerling.
Sean Gerling, if you're
please-
listening, yeah.
If you're listening, please, in your will, donate your bottom teeth to me. I feel like he's got good teeth,
Oh,
and he's someone
man.
that the fans would know.
I'm trying to.
We got a message from Nate. Is that what just happened?
He just
Yep.
he just laughed at the article you sent of a woman's remains being found in a duffel bag. So yeah, he's a sick puppy. Nate should go to jail. Okay, I've got a Python duffel bag with the double G logo on it. $9,300. That probably runs higher than most coffins, I would guess. Not even just like a Walmart coffin. Like if I look up expensive coffins. Sorry, I have to shift my webcam over so that I can Google expensive coffins. Unless you're already on it.
Wow. No, I'm not. Now I'm looking at the Gucci ones. I'm trying to figure out which one I would choose. That green is hideous. That green's hideous.
You watch your mouth if we're talking about the same bag, because that bag was nice. Oh, actually,
Python?
are you talking about the green Python?
Yeah.
That's gross. Yeah, that is gross. The one with the green straps, like the green like trim, that one's pretty nice.
Oh. Okay.
And then
I like that one.
that one's that one's nice. The crocodile is $70K. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to be burned to fit in this.
Well, I was
Unless you I was stack my bones together
Exactly.
like a bundle of sticks. You know?
exactly. I was imagining like they treat your bones and then they like you had said, like sort of Tetris them into the bag, maybe.
That would be so sick for my skeleton to be like a classroom skeleton.
Yeah, that would be sick. I am a little surprised that when you look up expensive coffins, it gives you like things that are like $250,000. Because it's like that. I know that's what I put in the search bar, but that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? Like that. I didn't mean that. Like these. Oh, jeez. Pet caskets. What? Do people
Dude.
bury their pets in coffins? That's kind of crazy.
Who did I see in like a tomb? Is Martin Luther King in like a tomb in a museum?
Almost definitely not. I don't know that for a fact, but no.
Maybe. What the fuck? I was in some museum, dude, and I saw like I'm gonna send you this, dude. This is incredible, and this is exactly. I mean, I know I have all these different ideas. Like I'm trying to give you my bones. I'm trying to be burned. I'm trying to be buried. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. You can definitely have the skin, but the rest of me, I think, should go into something like this because it's the only thing classy enough to suit me. I think
It was probably a saint, Blake. Could it have been like a saint?
I don't know. DC tomb.
Oh, the unknown soldier.
That's it.
Was it him?
I think so.
I don't think you see him, though. I think you can just go there and look at the box.
Or was it King Tut?
Well, King Tut is, that's a mummy. Now we're talking about...
Right, but he's in DC though.
Yeah, we got him. We took him.
Yeah, I think I met King Tut.
Yeah, that makes sense. On your way to meet Barack Obama with Bruce Springsteen, you met King Tut?
Yeah. No, I think maybe it was King Tut's tomb that I saw.
Oh, that is classy, Blake. The one that you sent me.
It's sick. It's very cool.
For anyone not watching, it's like a green marble, sort of like green stone, and it's got this gold trimming, gold. What is that, like angelic cherubs on each foot of the coffin? Yes, it is. Playing like almost like a satyr type. I think it's a satyr with like a big tail. Oh, that's gorgeous.
And there's two topless women on top.
Oh, is that what that is? It was cut off for me, so I couldn't quite tell. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Wow, dude. Now I'm just looking at like really fancy little boxes and let's get rich, Billy. Let's get fucking rich. Let's get rich, man.
It's funny. I've sort of been I've been thinking that way lately. It's like maybe getting rich is the move. Maybe like putting all of my effort into getting rich is actually the move. I had never really thought that way prior to maybe a few weeks ago, when I started thinking,
Well,
being poor has sucked.
Between me and you, right? We can do a lot of ass kissing,
Yeah,
a lot of clawing our way up to the
for
top,
sure.
a lot of destroying people's lives in our way.
Without a doubt. I would do it gladly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, if someone's in our way, we ruin them. We just ruin them.
Yeah, I have no qualms with that. You know what my fear is, though, is becoming
What?
a snob. Because there's nothing worse than a person who grew up normal, got rich, and then became a snob. Because it shows they were a snob even when they were poor. That this is a part of their character and not a part of the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm definitely going to turn out like that. 100%. That's going to be me. I can't wait, dude. I'm not even going to associate with the poors at all.
Oh, man.
Born in Little St. James.
Hell yeah! Born in Little St. James. I hope my roommates are just across the house going like, what the fuck are they singing? Or maybe they're over there like, hey,
right now, Billy.
Bruce Springsteen's here. What project?
Maybe.
What project do you have going?
So I left my mom's cornhole boards out in the rain, and they got all fucking dirty and moldy, and so
Damn.
I'm restoring them. I'm
Nice.
painting them. I'm making them look nice because they were bare wood, right? So they were kind of meant to be painted anyways.
Yeah.
So now I'm finally doing it, and it's great. And speaking of born in the USA, that is red, white, and blue.
Oh, that's
Nice
wonderful.
summery colors, dude. It's a very summery sort of thing, the sort of thing you pull out on 4th of July. I was like, I'm gonna go red, white, and blue. I think.
That's awesome.
And my mom would
Yeah.
like that, and she liked that. Yeah,
Yeah.
coming
I
out
bet
very
she
nice,
would.
dude. I got to do the thing where I pull the tape off and I leave the perfect line.
Ooh, yeah.
Very
yeah.
satisfying. Very
That's
very cool.
sick. That's sick. I was watching a video of a girl caulking her own bookshelf and putting tiles on it, like designing it. It was very
That's
satisfying.
funny. I was watching a video of a guy cocking a girl on a bookshelf.
You're a sicko. You know that. You're a child. You have a child's mind. I'm talking about a nice DIY home project, an innocent thing, and you have to take it down to the gutter where you live, in your sewer house, in your mansion of filth. Nah, I had hoped you would. I had hoped you would take it there. It's a beautiful act, restoring things. We talked on the
It is
podcast
cool.
already about my mom's project, restoring the table, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Hilarious.
So we don't need to rehash that. We don't need to rehash that one.
We're at time here, I think, for this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean we're at 54. There's probably about like 7-8 minutes of dead air.
Excellent.
Once we were in it in this one, I think we stayed in it. I think it went pretty good, but I'm gonna save that for the post show because
We'll go over
you
that.
always tend to ask me what we're doing. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get
We'll
there.
go over that.
So,
yeah.
What is it that we started saying at the end of the episodes?
Stay
Stay safe, have a laugh.
safe, have a laugh. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the phone number is 512-766-4646. You can call or text that number to participate in the show, and please do. We'll answer you on the show. Don't forget to tell a friend. Give us a like. Give us a comment. But yada, 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 yada. Stay safe. Have a laugh.
Thanks for coming through our show.
Actually, cut that.
It's time
That
to
sounds- cut that
go.
laugh.
We
You can't
hope
keep
you liked our episode. It's Bromingo.
Hey, welcome to the post show. I'm your host, Billy Broder, and here is once again, my beloved guest, Blake Rakowski. Blake, great show. Just a good one. I think we're bouncing back hard from that slump we were in a few weeks ago. That really disappointed my father and yours. I know they got together and they wrote us a joint letter explaining that our energy on the show had dipped. I thought that letter was, while helpful, I thought it probably could have used a little less vulgar language and gotten its point across the same way. But that's neither here nor there. You have been on the show for 97. Sorry, I don't know what this means. Just got a text from my mom. Going home to fight the battle. LOL. Whatever that means. Just a very funny way. Oh, or feed the pets. What the fuck is she talking about? Welcome to the post show. It's a wonderful day here in sunny LA. I hope it's sunny tomorrow. You are one of my favorite people in the world, and I only have one question for you this week. How do you think it went, Blake? How do you think that episode went? Be honest.
Well, first of all, Billy, great to be here.
Thank you.
Second of all, hi, Mom. And just sorry, she loves the show. I just had she's losing her mind right now watching this. Anyways,
I bet. Cheers.
So she doesn't watch the normal episode. She just watches the post show.
She just tunes in for the post show. Yeah.
Yeah, she scans all the way to the end on YouTube just to watch the post show. Billy, I think the show went pretty good. I'm pleased with it. And I felt like I was at a low in the last episode, not like emotionally, not like I'm in a bad point in my life or anything right now. Just more of like I was very drained that day, and I didn't feel good going into it. Didn't feel good coming out of it. After the edit, though, much more happy than I ever was with it. It wasn't as bad as I ever thought.
Good.
I didn't remember. I get myself in that mindset sometimes where it's like, fuck, dude, that one was a hot stinker. And hey, if you're at home right now and thinking, I mean, it kind of was a hot stinker. We're trying. We're trying.
We're trying. All right,
we're not going to stop.
Yeah, we're never going to stop. We're going to keep trying. No matter what you think, no matter what you say.
Every time, dude. You know what? My dad. I tell my dad sometimes. I told my dad the other day, like, oh, I got to get the episode done tonight. I'm going to be up until like 2 a.m. And he's like, what happens if you like just don't upload it? And I was like, nothing. Literally nothing happens. Dad.
Nothing changes.
But you don't understand. I have to do it.
Yeah, nothing changes.
We're never stopping. And every time someone tells me to stop, I'm doing 100 more. And that's all I have to say about that.
Fuck yeah.